What's up, guys? Will H Tech Review back with another video, and I'm doing a follow-up video on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Plus. So I picked this up about a week ago after I traded in my Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 because I wanted a bigger display, which this offers, and I wanted the Super AMOLED display as well. The Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 was a great device, but a little smaller than I wanted. So I got a few things I want to talk about this device after having it for a week. Let you guys know how it's going with this device and just tell you what I think about it. So first off, let's talk about the build in comparison to the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7. This one is bigger. As you can see, it has a bigger screen, which I wanted. The build quality is pretty much the same. Aluminum frame. This is the same color that I had, the Mystic Black. Very thin. This weighs 1.27 pounds. And you got your volume up and down. You got your power button there. You got your micro SD card slot here. You got your Type-C, 2 speakers here. On the bottom, you got logo pins and a slot for your case if you pick up the official case. And there's this side, you got a mic, 2 more speakers. On the back of it, you got Samsung, AKG. You got 2 of your cameras here. You got a 13 megapixel and you have a 5 megapixel, which is can shoot up to 4K at 30 or 60 frames per second. You got your flash right there, and you have a slot for your S Pen. Now, I don't particularly care for this. This holds better than it did on the previous Samsung Galaxy Tab S6. You can only put it one way to charge. The point has to be pointing towards your cameras there. You can also put it like this, but it doesn't hold on it and it doesn't charge like that. So the speakers on here are tuned by AKG. They're very good, very loud. No issues with the speakers. You're going to have some great sound coming out of this. On the front of it, you got the 8 megapixel camera, which is capable of shooting at 1080 at 30 frames per second. If you like to use your cameras like that, the cameras are great on this. No issues with the cameras. You have a 10,090 milliamp battery, which is great. I haven't had any issues with battery. And battery, like I always say, is subjective. It's how you use your device. Depends on how much battery life you're going to get. I get 2 to 3 days of battery use, and I use my device maybe 2 or 3 hours a day. This is the second day of using this, and I'm down to 72%. So battery life, that's all I can give you as far as battery life. But the build is great on this. Very thin, very lightweight, I say, but if you have to hold this for a long time, it starts to get a little bit heavy. Now, I normally keep mine in a case like this. This is called the Poetic Revolution case. Has a stick kickstand here, place for you that secures your S Pen. And when you have it in something like this, then it can become a whole lot thicker and a whole lot heavier, but I'd rather have that protection than not, so in case I drop my device. All right, so the main reason I picked this up is because of this beautiful display here. This is a 12.4 Super AMOLED display, has 120 Hz refresh rate. This has a 16:10 aspect ratio, which I wish it was a little different. I do prefer the wider this way displays than the longer this way because you get more information. But that is why I kind of hid my navigation buttons down at the bottom to give me a little bit more screen real estate when I'm in certain apps. The 120 Hz refresh rate makes this thing buttery smooth, as you guys can see. Now this is the 128 gigabytes of storage, 6 gigabytes of RAM, and this has the Snapdragon 865 processor, and that keeps everything moving along good. Apps open very quickly. You don't have any stuttering, anything. As you can see, this thing just opens up quick. No issues with performance on this. This thing is great. One thing I forgot to mention earlier, this does have a in-stream fingerprint sensor that works great as well. I prefer that. This does have facial recognition as well. Let me see if I can get it to work behind the camera here. And it may be too many lights here where it's not going to get me. But it works well in certain settings. If the light is bright enough, or wherever you are. But the facial recognition is okay. I normally just use this, use the fingerprint sensor. So next I want to talk about the S Pen. If you've ever had any Samsung device that features an S Pen, then you know these S Pens are great. This one happens to be Bluetooth, which means you can control your camera, your volume, snap a picture, stop a video, start a video, all of those features there, which I normally don't use. I mainly use String Select. I do a little writing every now and then, but you got Create a Note, View All Notes, Smart Select, String Write, Live Message, AR Doodle, Translate, and plus you can go in and add a whole lot of other things as well, shortcuts. You also can see that it shows your battery percentage there, and you can also go in and set up your air actions, set up different ways to use this. So this has a lot of features that you can use with the S Pen, but I normally like to use it, like I said, for something like String Select, where if I wanted to capture this part of the string, then I can capture it. I can extract the text, pin it to the string. I can go in and I can mark it up. I can share it, or whatever I want to do with that. There's a bunch of things that I can do with it. That's how I mainly use it. And for just going about the device like so. If you take notes or you draw, then this thing is excellent for that, which I'm not a note taker. I don't draw, but just to give you an idea of how smooth this is, let you guys just see just how smooth this is. Very little to no latency on this from what I understand. Like I said, I don't take notes or barely do any writing. And there it is, as you guys can see. So if you need this as a student, or you someone who likes to doodle or draw or take notes, then the latency and this thing is very, very much improved also. Next thing I want to talk about is gaming, reading, watching movies, and things of that nature on this device. The 12.4-inch display is excellent for that. Now, I'm not a gamer, but I'm going to try and show you a little example of what gaming may look like, because I get a lot of questions about gaming on devices like this. So we're going to open up Asphalt 9 here, and I will attempt to show you a little bit of gaming on this and what it looks like on this device. So don't judge my skills. This is just an example of what it's capable of doing. So you get a big canvas here, and this is excellent. You can hook up your Bluetooth controllers and you can game like that, but you get a chance to hear the excellent speakers on here too. You get the chance to hear the excellent speakers as well. You guys can see just a beautiful display on here. Vibrant. Oh, I missed my jump there. All right, so that is a little bit of gaming right there. Now I'll try a little bit of Call of Duty. Again, I'm not a gamer, so don't judge my skills. This is just to show you how great a gaming would look on this big, beautiful display here. All right, here we go. Alright, as you guys see, this is big and beautiful. If you got a controller or you really know how to game, then you definitely can get your game on. Will H is just not a gamer, so there we are. So a little bit of gaming sample there, as you guys can see. Now my favorite way to use this device is using it in Samsung DeX. DeX is where I really enjoy using this device, because in Samsung DeX I can hook up a mouse, Bluetooth mouse and keyboard, and I do a lot of video editing and things of that nature on here. This is where you really can get some work done. This gives you a desktop type environment. As you see down at the bottom, those games and things I had open earlier are still here. I can just pop in and I can open up these games and stuff and continue to do that. And these are resizable. Most of them are resizable. Let me see, this one's probably not. It's not moving. And there's the game popping open. But I can have, I can go full screen with these apps. I can minimize them. This is one I know is resizable. I can have that one there. I can be on Twitter at the same time. Now, as you guys see, these are web apps. I like to use web apps when I'm in the DeX mode because they give me a little bit better look of the app, like Twitter and Facebook and that. I like using the web apps better, but you can go in, you have all your apps right here. It can show you what all you have open. You can close them all at one time. If I wanted to move these apps around and have them wherever I wanted them, I don't have to have them in one area right there. I can move them around like so. So DeX is my favorite way to use this tablet because of the screen resolution here and the screen size. I get the maximum performance out of it like that. So this is just a look at my experience with this device after having it for a week. I'm planning on doing more videos about this, so stick around. This is just a 1 week follow-up. Catch you guys in the next video. Will H, and I'm out.